Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So first, let me just say that my curly hair process video that I'll link up here went really well and you guys loved it. So thank you so much for the love, care, and comments and DMs that I got after that. I really appreciate it. So I thought I'd do another curly one and talk to you about the things that every curly girl should know.
I just wanna love ya. I just wanna love ya. I just wanna love ya. I just wanna love ya.
My first tip for you is moisturize. Now, this rocked my world when I was finally shown what that meant and how it actually applies to my hair. So it turns out that no matter where you are on the curly spectrum, you have dry hair. I personally even have a dry scalp, which sucks. But moisturizer is your best friend. You don't put water in your hair every day. You don't put some kind of moisturizer or locking method in your hair. You're gonna get frizziness, you're gonna get dryness, and not only does that look bad, but it's not healthy, right? So for beginners, or just the basic tips, the first thing I would say for moisturizing is get a bottle. So go anywhere you want, don't be fancy, who really cares, just make sure it works. Get a bottle that has a really nice sprayer that's like even. Can you guys even see that? I don't know. But always have it on hand in your bathroom, very first thing you put on your hair. And I literally mean when you wake up in the morning, refresh your locks with this. Very first thing. Because especially when you're sleeping, maybe you don't do it properly, whatever the case may be, you need the water in your hair. And the frizz goes down, you see it right away, you know it's gonna work. What goes on beyond that is you can always use detanglers. Apparently I don't say that properly, but whatever, you know what I mean. You can use creams. I personally make sure that I use the very high moisture in-depth conditioner. For shampoo, be very careful because shampoos share a lot of the same ingredients as dishwasher soap, which means that it's meant to strip. It's meant to strip the dirt off, but with our hair, we need no more stripping, okay? We need more locking. So be very mindful of your shampoo. Make sure that it has no sulfates, no bad stuff. I'll put a list here, but all these bad things need to go. The more natural, the better. That's just how it is, and it makes sense for our bodies and especially for our hair. Another thing I would definitely say is a leave-in conditioner. So conditioner is important, but a leave-in conditioner is just as important. This is something that you can leave on your hair. You can also do masks and stuff. I don't feel like masks are necessary, but they definitely help. But a leave-in conditioner is something that you, right in the morning, when you wet your hair, you can put a detangler, or you can put in something with a leave-in conditioner just to add that moisture for the day. And it also helps when you're styling your hair as well. So water, some kind of moisturizer, the thicker the better. I know you heard that too. But just use whatever you can. Make sure it's not too heavy because you don't want your hair to drop. You want your hair to absorb. So even with this, I would say with gels and all that, look for a custard. Don't go grabbing, if you're mixed like me, your mom's Walmart brand gel, because that's where the crunch comes in and that is where bad hair happens. So many photos, so many photos. But yes, moisturize. We go through so many things throughout the day that affects our hair. But the worst is absolutely when you're going to sleep. So that rubbing on your head, the back, the sides, the everything is what causes you to look like Lion King in the morning. And I mean, it works for some people, but it's not a look and it's not healthy. So the best way to keep all of your curls intact, but also the moisture staying in there, is different hairstyles. So there's the pineapple and then there's the bun. Personally, I think the pineapple is more effective. I'll show you guys here. But with the pineapple, that's really effective is the fact that it goes on the top of your head. So you lift all your hair up like a bun. but you can also have the effect of pulling strands towards your face. Now what this does is, with curly hair, our hair tends to shrink. So when you're pulling those shorter strands, it actually helps with the growth of it, but also the length of it. You're not losing that length. It's really effective too, and I want to say definitely when you have longer hair, it's easier to do, and therefore I used to do it all the time. I'm trying to go back and forth between both right now, but the bun, the pineapple, whatever food you want, it's there. It's gonna help you. The main point of it is that when you take it from your hair being down or loose or however you're doing it now, and you bring it up, you're just having the crown of your hair. So everything that's inside is gonna be protected, and this also locks in the moisture throughout the night. My third tip for today is knowing your hair type. Like I mentioned before, there's so many different curly hair types, and it doesn't matter what your background is, whether you're Egyptian, whether you're mixed race, whether you're black, wherever you're from, wherever you got your curls from, it doesn't matter. You have a curl type. And in this diagram right here, you'll see that it goes from very loose curls to very tight curls. Why is this important? Because this will actually help you understand what products you need to use. So I personally find that Kinky Curly works best with my hair, except for the shampoo. Tresemme is really good, like I showed you here. I love the As I Am Coconut Connect collection. I do a video on my most recent purchases in a video that I'll have down in the bottom, but with me, certain brands work, but with me, certain brands don't. So I noticed with the Diva, I believe it's their gel. I'm not sure what it's called, but whatever their gel is does not work on my hair. It doesn't. It locks nothing. My hair eats it, and then I have nothing. It's not full. It's not ready to go out in the world. It is starving for more. I personally suggest, I don't know how many there is out there. If you live in the GTA, I can help you out. Just message me, and I know a bunch of curly hair salons, but if you're looking from elsewhere, I don't know if I can help you, but maybe Google can. But I would even suggest doing a consultation at a curly hair salon where they can tell you your curl type, but also recommend some products. You don't have to buy that day, like screw it, but at least now you know, right? So that definitely helps for me. So a secret tip for all of you beginners or learners, whatever you want to call yourself, is dry cutting. I could personally do a video on this if you'd like, my amateur version of it, because I have no pro, but it is revolutionary and makes so much sense. Dry cutting is when you take curly hair in its natural state and cut it. What happens is that when you add water to our hair, you straighten our hair, you're affecting our curl pattern. That means that when you're going to winter formal and you call up a hair salon, you're like, hey, do you do mixed breed hair? And they're like, yeah, we do curly hair. Like hair that's curly? Sure, for sure. Back in the early 2000s, and you go to the salon, they straighten your hair, they cut it, so that when you go on later on to wash your hair is up to here. Why? Because they didn't take into consideration the fact that the lighter your hair is, boing, it's gonna go up, which sucks and is very embarrassing. If I find these photos, guys, I swear to you, I will post them. Also, a curly hair journey, I think I might have to do that as well. But dry cutting is what's gonna make it so that your hair is in its natural state. You just cut off the ends that you need to, always cut it on a diagonal, and kind of see how it is. Another thing you're gonna figure out with your hair, even curly pattern, does not mean that each curl is the same. There's some that are looser than others, tighter than others. I call mine worms, when they're like that perfect accordion curl. They need to be cut differently. You know, when they're straightened or wet, they may all look the same, but they're not. So you need to take that respectively to your cutting and just kind of eye it, you know? So that they're fresh and that they'll grow and that they stay healthy. I believe the recommendation is every 4 weeks. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed these tips. I hope they helped you, and I really hope that on your curly journey, these are things that you can add to your routine that make a world of a difference in your hair and also your confidence. Rock those curls, girl. Rock them. So if you really enjoyed the information I gave you guys today, or you have suggestions of your own or you have questions below in the comments, please let me know. But for today, that is it. I definitely want to say, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and support your girl. Very tiny channel, but we're trying to grow and trying to educate and have fun with this whole thing. Why not, right? So I'll definitely see you guys in my next one. Bye.